Good morning. I'm higher vibrations, and so are you. There's a lot going on, ascension symptom wise, and just kind of like other stuff, you know. But we've had a lot of different symptoms that have come through, and everyone experiences these in a different order, in a different way. Some of them you might relate to strongly in an identical way, and some of them might be close. And I think I blame mostly the barrier of language on that. That's part of one of the ascension symptoms I've really been noticing as we've been evolving and growing into our true form. Language is becoming more and more frustrating. It doesn't convey the proper message. It doesn't carry the correct frequency with it. It doesn't apply completely. So it feels like a half-truth half the time that I'm speaking. It's only because our language doesn't really work. And as that's happening, people are realizing that, noticing that. We're also noticing a level of telepathy coming, heightening, that maybe was there before, but just more pronounced. Some of the physical stuff that's really occurring for me, feet activation. The soles of my feet are just like prickly, and you know, it's actually kind of, it's a little painful, but it's just brief moments of like pokes and stuff, you know, and like, but for the most part, it's just been there itchy, and you know, you feel that feeling when you have a wound that's healing, and you know how it gets really, you just want to scratch it all the time. That's the feeling that I'm getting in my feet, and I know that's an activation. That's a very powerful chakra center of ours as well, just like the hands, the palms of our hands. And dietary stuff, going back to what it was before, where it just going through these weird spurts of like just fasting, unplanned fasting, and then just listening to your body more and more. It's weird the kinds of foods that you do eat. If you really think about comparison to what it used to be like just even recently. Some of us have only just begun on this path, and it's right, you'll see that we're pretty much in alignment with each other. It happened so drastically. And like right now I'm sticking to fluids for the most part, you know, and I'm having these urges for beets and for molasses. So that's telling me that my body wants more iron, I suppose. But other than that, like, I don't really feel like eating right now. And like, just the ear ringing and the dizziness has not stopped. Like, this has been a constant thing for, I forgot to, I gotta look back on my videos, I guess. It's been going on a long time. I want to say March, you know, and like the year before, when that March was when the really pronounced ear ringing started, that was just constant, like it is now again. The ear ringing is insane right now. Like, in different pitches all at the same time. My friend Mandolin says that she has a chord that plays, and like, and that I don't know if it's like that for me exactly, but several different octaves are occurring at the same time now in these ear ringing, and there's something else that I've experienced myself, as well as I've heard about other people experiencing, and that's we're at the Lion Gate space now, right? So Lions Gate is on the 8th of August. Every year there's every month, when you meet the number of the month up with the number of the day of the month, that's a sacred space, like, and it's considered a portal or a gateway of some kind. I've only been learning about this the past couple of years, to be honest with you. I'm not the most versed in it. However, I've always been very aware of the Lionsgate time frame, and it's always had a very dramatic effect on me. And for me, it has typically always been that I've like I felt haunted by by darkness. Like, like all of these random weird images and thoughts that I know aren't mine would just fill me up. And not knowing what was going on, I used to try to like, dig into it and pull it apart and understand it, and it would just make it worse. This happens to a lot of people at this time. And it's not just on the 8th. That, for me, this energy is started before the full moon of this month. And I'm feeling it getting more and more intense. However, if any of you are going through the same thing, the more that I've worked with this energy, the more I can understand it a little bit. And at least for me, I've discovered that there's only a couple things that I need to do, really. First off, we need to understand we are a conduit of this energy. There's this darkness that's trying to lift from the planet, or is being lifted. And it's been there a long time. And as it lifts, it has to move through a channel of some type. And at least for me, this was one of the main reasons I came here, was to do this. And I'm only starting to understand that. As we work with it more and more, it becomes more simple as well. Easier to do, rather. So all we need to do is observe and release it. This isn't yours. This isn't your darkness. This isn't your energy. Just acknowledge its existence. That is something that occurred, or whatever. And then release it. To hold something in judgment holds it in place. It is in stasis in that space. So we don't judge it. We just observe, acknowledge, and release. Another thing will come. This has nothing to do with you. This has nothing to do with your morals, and you're not being attacked. In most cases, if you are identifying with this, then you know. If you're watching this video, you understand most of what we're talking about. You're one of us. You're one of the star seeds, one of the light warriors. And you're going through this too. But you're not alone. A lot of us are going through this, and we're all doing it together. We came here as Team Light, guys. We got this. We're trained. It's not the most easy thing to do, this job, especially coming in through the veil of forgetting and not knowing the resources you have available to you at any given moment, which you do. We're surrounded. There's not just the team on the ground. There's the aerial crew, there's the water crew, the naval, I don't know. We are here together. So as we feel these ascension symptoms, we can't focus because the ears are ringing so much, the headaches, the random bouts of nausea, the dizziness, the weird appetite, the weird weeping of your body. Like, that's your body getting rid of the toxins. That's the acne, the weird zits. That's like extra trips to the bathroom for a while. That's excessive sweating, and often it's crying and laughter also. This is us weeping out this stuff. Let it go. There's no judgment involved with crying. It is healing and beautiful. If you need to do it in private, then do, but do it. Cry. Let it out. Dance. Let it out. Celebrate this moment with us as much as you can, because it's hard. It's not easy. Like the vibration of my body thing is starting to really drive me nuts. I don't know if you all are experiencing that, but in moments of rest, like if I'm laying down to go to sleep, or often when I'm in meditation, my body just starts to vibrate. Like it starts to hum along with the hum that I hear from the earth at night now. I've been hearing that for a while. But now my body's vibrating with it. And I can't freaking sleep, man. Like, who can sleep when their body's vibrating? Come on. You know, and then we're not actually getting rest when we're sleeping either. Because we're working. There's so much astral stuff to do. And that veil is so thin that we just go there when we know what we're doing when we're there. And as we continue to explore this stuff, another ascension symptom I've been experiencing is remembering. I've been remembering things from a long time ago. And it's so beautiful. And, you know, some of us experience it in dreams. We wake up and we're like, wow, that was a horrific experience. Why did I witness that? And some of us, in those cases, are experiencing our past lives, that or someone's past life that needs to be healed through and worked through. And that was just 11:11 on the video. We just need to remember to continue to connect with one another. Like watching this video, commenting, emailing me. You know, I'm starting to try to get better at emailing back. I had a difficult phase, but I'm making my way back. But please do comment, participate, comment on others' comments. You know, see that you're not alone. That's the biggest hurdle that we have out here, guys. Thinking that you're by yourself and that you're crazy and that what you're going through is weird and wrong and worth being hidden and secret, and at the same time you're going to doctors and they can't find anything wrong with you, but your ears won't stop ringing and you can't stand up without thinking you're gonna fall down. And then everybody is like, the energy when you go to the store or something is so overwhelming. We're feeling everybody, and so we try to shield, make a bubble around us to protect us, you know, from that energy, but we're still feeling it. It's pretty intense right now, and it's going to get more intense. Officially, Lionsgate is 8/8, but I started feeling it, the energy before. Another example, someone else said that the Lionsgate is between the 28th of July and the 12th of August is when people really usually feel the energies. So we're here. Buckle up. You're okay. Connect with each other and know that you're not alone. Thank you for your service. Thank you. I hope you're having a lovely journey. Aho blessings.